Hi, I'm Brian Touchette. I teach technical theater. Summary of my courses, I have essentially 4 different courses. One of the first classes is my Tech 1 class. Those are for my first year techs. I have students in there from freshman to senior year. That class is sort of the beginner course, and it's a chance to really lay the groundwork of the vocabulary and the skills that they're going to need as they move up through the higher level techs. The classes after that is a combined class, Tech 2 through 4. Those students then, some of them start to specialize in different areas, but at that point we start working on more advanced skills and building on the skills that they developed after Tech 1. Another class I have is what's called an advanced tech class. In my advanced tech class, there's 2 major focuses at this point. One is around stage management. Stage management are the people that are running the show. They're basically the leaders of tech during performances. The other part we're working that has been added this year is audio engineering. And so we're looking at how we do audio engineering in a live event space, such as the theater. The way that I curate lessons for my classes, really, some of it depends on what the schedule is of the theater. So we have a regular curriculum that we're using that we start off with safety skills and safety of the theater and things that are very important for us, not only safe for us, but safe for people that come into the theater. Then after that, the schedule sort of dictates what we do. So for instance, right now we're getting ready for the high school play. In class, then we're building the set, we're painting, we're getting costumes together and all the other aspects of tech that we need to do for that. And then as we go through the school year, then we keep then shifting to whatever the next thing is. Is it we have to put down a dance floor, or do we have to put in the band shell, which is the wooden shell that goes around the if we have performers on stage, instrumental performers on stage, do we have to bring the grand piano in? So a lot of what we're doing then is dictated by that schedule and what we are trying to accomplish. But then throughout the year then, we're focused on the different areas of tech and learning about not only the vocabulary, but the hands-on skills that you need to accomplish the things that we need to do within technical theater.
Hi, my name is MJ.
Hi, my name is Isabella.
Hi, I'm Brianna, and I'm a senior, and I'm a stage tech major. I chose theater tech as a major because I like building and painting. And when I first tried out, Mr. T told me a lot about how we build the sets for each plays, and we do deconstruction afterwards, and I thought that was very cool.
The most exciting part about tech theater is probably the people that you meet, whether they're also like on the crew or like actors. Like I've made a lot of friends and like acquaintances with people that I didn't think I would talk to before, just being someone in tech theater, because it's just like a collaboration of so many different types of people.
My favorite project that I worked on here was probably Murder on the Orient Express last year. That was my first big role. I did assistant stage managing. It was very new to me, and I made a lot of new friends along the way that were able to help me, and we were able to help each other and make the show really come together, and it was a really good experience as a whole.
One of the most important things that I teach my class is that we are here to help tell the story of whatever's happening on stage. And I think a lot of people think that the story that we're trying to tell is a musical or a play or things like that, but there's a lot of stories that are told on this stage. When there's a violin concert, they're telling a story through their music, and it's our responsibility to figure out the best way that the audience can enjoy that. They can see it, they can hear it. When there's a piano on stage, it's the same thing. Or the harpsichord. And the harpsichord is a little bit soft, so we have to mic the harpsichord. So the most important thing that we're doing is how can we tell the story and not become the story, but help in telling the story.
The most beneficial thing I've learned from stage tech is how to collaborate with people to get things done faster, how to take leadership in certain situations, and also sometimes when to take a step back if someone is more experienced than you in something. And that's benefited my job search. I don't plan to stay with stage tech, although it is a hobby of mine, but I know that I have a lot of the skills necessary that I can use in any job position, like being able to talk to people, being able to collaborate, share ideas, etc.
Some of the lessons that I hope to leave with my students when they graduate is that no matter what they do, the things that we've learned in this class will help them. There's things that we're doing in class that when they get their first apartment, they're going to be able to put a shelf on the wall and it's not going to fall off. They can paint. There's a lot of basic things. They can sew basic things back together if their clothing or a button comes off. And something that I'm very excited about in my classes is that half of my class is majors and the other half is electives. What I like about that is that as we're talking about the different areas of tech, I can relate it back to each of those major areas and how what we're doing is different for those areas. So for instance, for lighting, we light a concert, a band concert, very different than the way that we light dance or that we light our musical performance. So I think it's really important for them to understand that what we do in tech and all of these things, no matter where they end up, or if it's professionally or non-professionally, that the things that they've learned will help them in the future so that they can better understand the kinds of things that tech is doing behind the scenes.